Hey, what's going on? Kevin Yates here, and I help recreational athletes and fitness enthusiasts overcome nagging aches, pains, and injuries without medications or surgery. So today I want to share with you 3 ways to stop knee pain during lunges. You know, lunges are one of those movements that tend to get labeled as bad for our knees, especially if you're doing them and you feel knee pain, who likes to feel pain? We don't, right? But really what it comes down to, and I'm going to share the 3 really good tips to help stop knee pain during lunges, but it has nothing to do with, needing to stop lunging and doing these movements, because there really are no bad movements. It all comes down to imbalances that are happening within our bodies, certain ways that we compensate, certain ways that we're moving, posture, stability, all these different things, right? So these are all the contributing factors that link to pain or that cause pain. So I'm going to show you, 3 simple ways to overcome that. So real quick before I get started, be sure to click the subscribe button here. That way you'll get notified when I post these videos up all week long, different times during the week, to help you overcome aches, pains, and injuries without having to resort to, more medications or surgeries or just things that aren't working. So click the subscribe button, and also there's a link to a free gift down below in the description box if you're interested. So let's get started. 3 ways to overcome pain or to stop pain during lunging. So the first is we want to be careful of what I'm calling shearing at the knee joint, okay? And I'm going to back up and show you what this looks like. But a lot of times, and it could be very subtle, but a lot of times, like when we're doing lunges, we're creating kind of this shearing at the knee. So if this is my thigh, right, my upper leg, and then this down here is my lower leg, and in between's the knee joint. So a lot of times when we're doing a lunge, right, the knee's got to bend kind of this way. When you come down into a lunge, right, so I'll show you, when you do that lunge, and hopefully this gets in the camera, but we're coming down, right? So upper leg, lower leg, and the knee joint in there has to be able to bend, right? But a lot of times what happens is that we create shearing, and I'm going to show you how it happens, where we're kind of pushing the femur, the upper leg, and it's pushing forward on the knee, and it creates a shearing type force at the joint, and that causes pain big time. But a lot of times it's very subtle, and we don't really know that we're doing it. So what it would look like is when you go into your lunge, it would look like, here I'll show you a proper lunge. So if we do a proper lunge, we're just coming straight down with the back knee and right back up, okay? Straight down and right back up. So if you watch where my knee goes, it's really just pretty much staying in place. When we do a shearing type movement, it's when there's like forward momentum going into that lunge, where this starts to happen. And you can see now where I'm starting to move forward as I lunge. That's the shearing at the knee that we've got to be careful about. So you just want to make sure that you're not allowing that upper leg, the femur, to shear forward and to slide forward, right? So it's really like getting very aware of stabilizing that movement and just dropping your body down without moving forward into that lunge. So that's the shearing, okay? So the second thing is, it's really, if you have pain in there, if you're doing everything correctly to the best of your ability, and you still have pain in there, find the range that allows you to work above the pain zone. So I call this working above the pain. Basically what that means is that if you can do a lunge, let's say you can do a lunge maybe halfway down and there's no pain, and maybe you only feel that pain or that knee starts to twinge when your knee gets like, maybe an inch from the ground, right? You go below that halfway mark. So really, it's just a matter of working above the pain, right? Where in the lunge do you feel pain? Is it from the very beginning, as soon as you come down? So as soon as I go into my lunge, if I'm coming down here, do I feel that pain from the outset of the movement, or do I have a pain-free range? Maybe I can move down a little bit and I'm fine through here, but when I come down maybe into here, there's the pain. So I would just work above the pain, right? So even if, it might be kind of maybe this range. Maybe it's just here to here, but that's fine, because there is a certain degree of carryover, meaning that there's about a 15-degree range of carryover. So even if you're working, a quarter or a halfway into that lunge, it will help strengthen your knees and your hips to handle that movement 15 degrees below that, and this is over time. It doesn't mean it's immediately going to happen, but it can carry that over time. 15 degrees below and 15 above, but that's about the range. So you don't have to like go full on to the bottom in a lunge, especially if it's causing pain. Work above the pain zone, okay? And then the final thing really is to alter the movement patterns, right? Have different variations that you can use. A lot of times we get stuck into doing one type of movement, walking lunges. I mean, you see it in gyms everywhere. People freaking do walking lunges all the time. And when we do the same type of movement and we repeat it over and over and over, a lot of times we just get repetitive stress type stuff. We overdo the same movement pattern, we overuse it, and it results in like what are called overuse or repetitive strain type of injuries, right? So varying it up, right? What are some different variations you can use that will allow you to move in different ranges of motion? Because we are designed to do that. We need different ranges of motion. And it's important to use that stuff. So what are different variations, right? You could do side lunges, you could do step-ups, you can do Cossack squats, right? There's all different kind of variations, single leg squats, okay? And especially too, if lunges cause knee pain, there might be some other single leg movements that you can use that don't cause pain. So, if worst case scenario, if the lunges cause you pain, change it up, do different single leg patterns that don't cause pain, or maybe you could just move further into those exercises before you feel any kind of twinges or pain, right? So it's very important to alter that stuff up. Don't get locked into just, doing lunges the same way all the time, right? Vary that stuff up, and you'll be surprised at how your body responds when you start, allowing your body to move in different ranges that, these bodies of ours are meant to do, okay? So those are the three things. Remember, avoid the shearing. Be very conscious that you're not shearing the knee joint when you're lunging. The second is to, the hell was I talking about? Well, the third was to alter your movement patterns. Oh, and the second was work above the pain zone, okay? So those are 3 ways to help stop knee pain during lunges. Try them out. You don't have to do all of these at once. Try, one thing out. Try the first one. Get really good at it. Be very aware of how you're moving. And then, follow from there. Then try the second, and then, possibly going into the third, all right? So I hope that helps you out. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, type them in below. Let me know, and I will do my best to do a future video and help you out as best I can. All right, so I'm going to take off. You have a great day. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.